Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGod. In today's video we're going to be focusing on the best class setup for the Waffe 28. The main reason I want to focus on this weapon is because we just completed that community challenge which gave us a brand new variant. So I thought I'd try the variant out. The iron sights are a little different than the standard Waffe variant, and I hadn't really done a best class setup for this weapon since they came out with the Commando Division as part of the DLC 4 update. So let's go ahead and take a look at that class setup. Obviously I'm running the Commando Division that I mentioned, and then I'm running two basic trainings that are pretty much part of all my best class setups. The only thing I change typically is Ordnance to Blitzkrieg, because personally I think this is the best class setup. Why would I change this aspect of it? So running Ordnance with Escalation, and then you can see the attachments on the specific weapon. I'm running extended magazines because this weapon is a little bit hard to control. I'm running the grip, and then I'm running a suppressor because I run a suppressor on all of my SMGs. It's just the way to go, especially if you know how to utilize the weapon. So definitely keep that in mind. There's other best class setups out there. Obviously, if I was going to get rid of the suppressor, I might put on advanced rifling or steady aim or something else, but then my playstyle would be different. So the playstyle you're going to see exhibited in this specific video is purely based off the attachments I have. Obviously, as you change those up, your playstyle would change. So just keep that in mind. I'm giving you the best class setup for this particular playstyle, and you're going to see how I utilize the map and all those different things. I'm going to do a gameplay breakdown of my specific gameplay so you know how to utilize the weapon. If at any point you do enjoy the video, remember to hit that like button. I do have a goal of 350 likes on this video. If you can get me over that number, I'd be very appreciative of that. If you're brand new to the channel, I typically cover Call of Duty news, in-game updates, best class setup, subscriber breakdowns, as well as other tip and trick videos on how to improve a Call of Duty. If any of that sounds interesting, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. So typically when you're going to use this weapon, you're going to want to close the distances. And right here you can see I'm going and taking a couple people out. I just don't end up landing enough shots on that guy. There just happen to be too many people there. But you can see at this point we do have a solid piece of the map where we do have that solid map control. I do have teammates over there by B blocking off that area. I'm coming around kind of controlling this left side without actually pushing in and covering A. Because once I get A, then what will happen is it'll force flip the spawns. So ideally what I'm doing is staying as close to A as possible without actually trying to flip them. Right here I'm just kind of coming around, patrolling a little bit, seeing if I can get some easy kills, coming through, working my way around. You can see I'm utilizing that hipfire spread, and I automatically get that reload because I'm using escalation. In some scenarios it kind of sucks if you have good teammates, because then you end up with assist versus the kill, but you don't get that automatic reload. So in some cases I've actually died because of that, because I was actually shooting at a couple people thinking that I was going to get the kill, and I didn't get the reload, and I ended up being a couple bullets short of finishing someone off. So a lot of times that's just something you got to be aware of. If you do get those assists, just be aware that your gun's not going to reload. You have to make sure that you get those kills. Right here you can see the gun absolutely melts. And one important part about using a weapon like this is because it has that high recoil, same like the Thompson and the Orso, you're going to want to make sure that you only fire about 10 to 15 bullets at a time. Release the trigger even if it's for a millisecond, and then go back to pulling the trigger, and that'll allow you to maintain some of that recoil. Because the longer you hold the trigger on these weapons, your weapon will just shoot straight to the sky, and that's just something you got to be aware of. So you can see right now my teammates are capping A. I wouldn't advise doing that. I was kind of cautious because I know that if you push too deep into their spawn, we will get a spawn flip. So I'm just kind of patrolling the middle area. Like I said, you never want to cross that 70-75% map area. And it looks like the teammates did lose the spawn. Come around, get an easy kill. And you can see how I'm kind of rotating. We do have a triple cap right now, and that's why that guy's able to run right through mid. Because they've positioned people where they actually spawned up a little bit closer, it made it easier for them to run right through mid instead of us just holding a line. Make it easy for yourself. And that's probably one of the biggest mistakes people make when they play this game. They're going to watch this gameplay. There's some people going to click on this and they're going to say, you're not playing the objective. How many times have I shot people off of A? It looks like the spawns are starting to rotate and flip, so I got to push through and make sure that we get control of this side of the map, because I don't want the spawns to flip right when I'm in the middle. So right here we're up 85-33. We're looking pretty good, and I want to make sure that I can keep these people off of the objective. So the spawns still haven't flipped yet. I'm right in here. We did end up losing B because teammates refused to push up and hold that. They end up rotating. Now we got a split cap because someone capped A, and now I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm trying to wait off, get an easy kill. You do got to play smart. Am I camping? Yes, I'm camping. Why not? We're up by a significant amount. We're not going to lose because I'm standing right here. And then I'm just trying to see if I can get an easy kill that'll let me get my ball turret gunner, because obviously once you get streaks, they cycle. So that's what we're going to see in the second half of the match, is the streaks are going to begin to cycle. We're going to have that map control. We're already up by 60 points. We're not really at risk of losing. Even though I only have one cap and a couple defends, at the end of the day, did I maintain map control for like 90% of the match? Yes, and that's why the team was successful in holding the 2 objectives a majority of the match. And then once we triple capped, then it got a little wonky because there was a split spawn. If you are enjoying the video so far, hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on. So one of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of players make in domination is they hold that home flag. Leave your teammates to do that. Go ahead and push out a little bit and make sure that you can get that map control, because the first team to get map control will control the map. And right here I end up having to push back because I'm so close to that streak. And then you can see that I'm so close. I want to wait sure these paratroopers go off. Right now our teammates are already getting B, so the paratroopers are starting to push up. Teammates pushed on the right side. So we're actually looking like we're in a good position. You can see I don't really go to mid too often, and it's typically something you want to avoid. You either want to stay in the left lane or the right lane, and I know I did that in a subscriber breakdown where I was kind of explaining that, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. You stay to the outside of the map, and here again I'm going to go ahead and control this area of the map, and I'm not going to go ahead and take C, because as soon as I push in, it'll end up flipping the spawn. So right here, I am already on a 15 streak. The paratroopers are going off. I decide I'm going to push back to safety, make sure that I don't get killed, because if you get killed while you call in your ball turret gunner, none of that score counts to the next streak. So to avoid that, I go to play as safe as possible, run to cover. Our teammates are playing the objective pretty well. We had reasonable map control. I was in the library. So for the most part, we've pretty much maintained good map control. So that's perfect execution to the T. The only problem right here is if our teammates try to cap C. I would encourage you to never cap C in this scenario. I know I'm talking a lot about map control, but the reason I want to do that is because my next video that I'm going to come out with in the next day or two is going to show you a perfect example of why capping C is such a waste of time. Right here you can see our teammates are trying to cap C. They just cap C. Now we're triple capping. Cool, I have a little bit of a ball turret gunner in the air. I got a recon. But now look where the spawns are. Spawns flip. Now they're spawning next to me, and I end up in a kind of a tough situation here. The guy spots me. I didn't think he saw me. Luckily I was able to melt him, clean him up. I do have that suppressor, so a lot of times they don't know exactly where I'm at. I got to wait it out a little bit. I'm trying to see who and how I'm going to push. This guy's coming out that way. Absolutely melt him. And then now I got to kind of push to this right side because I don't have actually a good position here. Teammates pushed too far and it ended up flipping the spawns. Why would we want to flip the spawns? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I call paratroopers, and I'm still in a tough spot because the spawns haven't reestablished themselves as mine. And if I just try to run out, literally someone's going to spawn behind me in this left section, and then they're going to end up shooting me in the back. Why would I want to run out if I'm going to get shot in the back? So playing cautious is sometimes the way to go. We're already up by a significant amount, like by 95, 100 points right here, you can see. So we are decimating the enemy team. Right here, as soon as I push out, kill this guy, and then now I get swarmed. The perfect example that I told you about just happened. Literally, I pushed out, enemy spawns, comes back, and shoots me in the back. So that's one of the reasons why I was standing there, because I already know better that the spawns are going to be ruined. Look at what happened now. We lost B. Why did we lose B? Because we tried to triple cap. So don't triple cap, guys. Obviously, if you're going against a horrible lobby, you're in a 6-man party and you can control the map the right way, you're going to make sure the spawns don't flip and you can communicate pretty good, go ahead and triple cap. End the match as quick as possible. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're just playing solo or with another person or maybe even 2 people, you want to make sure you're not doing that triple cap or encouraging the triple cap, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up losing that map control. Luckily, in this case, we were able to gain B really quickly. I jumped on it. We did have a little bit of a teammates pushed up, so they were able to cover that side. And that's kind of how it ended up playing out. We're going to end up winning this match significantly, and it comes down to map control. So just keep in mind that that is going to be the #1 thing that ends your streaks. So definitely keep that in mind when you're playing domination. The only other exception when you want to triple cap, when that is the only way you'll win. And I think most people can understand that concept because it's a relatively easy concept. So as you've seen, I've been able to use an SMG with a suppressor that supposedly makes it super weak, that a lot of people will say. I've actually been able to use it pretty effectively. Right here, I end up losing a couple gunfights here and there, but at the end of the day, that's not really the point of the video. It's just kind of a best class setup, showed off a little bit of gunplay, got a couple feeds there, melted people a good amount. You can use this weapon when you close that distance. You're probably not going to be able to map people. Can you map people? Yes. Obviously, you saw in the other scenario where the guy was running up and I was still in the spawn. I ended up melting the guy at a pretty reasonable distance for that SMG with this recoil. You just got to land your shots, and that's sometimes easier said than done. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments section below. What is your opinion on map control versus objective play? How do you value each? Let me know. What do you think of this weapon as well? Would you use this weapon on Aachen? I don't think most people would. I think most people would use an LMG or the Volk or some kind of a assault rifle. They're not usually going to be using an SMG or a shotgun on this weapon. Snipers probably work pretty well as well. But let me know down in the comment section below, what are your thoughts? Also, if you did enjoy the video, remember to hit that like button if you're brand new to the channel and watched all the way up to this point. Probably hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. We'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.